Hey, what's going on, guys? This is your boy Romers here. I'm covering the UFC 245 fights. I'm going to be reviewing them and telling y'all what my predictions were leading into this. Bear with me, I'm not feeling that good. I had a little bit too much to drink last night, but overall I had an amazing time at B-Dubs. Petr Yan versus Uriah Faber. I went 3 out of 5 on my predictions. This was one of the ones I won. I had Petr Yan winning over Uriah Faber just because of the fact that Uriah Faber is old and Petr Yan, he's a fucking beast, man. Like, straight up a beast. But Uriah Faber already retired for a reason. I feel like coming back is only going to do so much. He got 1 win, but I feel like it's going to diminish his health overall. All right, let's get into it. Petr Yan had 3 knockdowns. He landed 62 out of 116 strikes. 54 out of 108 significant strikes, and he was 2 for 2 on his takedown, 0 submission attempts. Uriah Faber had 0 knockdowns. He was 28 out of 86 total strikes, 18 out of 76 significant strikes, and 0 for 3 takedowns, 0 submission attempts. Now, you could just tell that, Uriah Faber is old for somebody in the sport. He's about to turn 40, or he just turned 40, one of the two. And Petr Yan, he's promising. He's promising. He has been destroying people. So I had him winning that. I was not disappointed with the results. I am a Uriah Faber fan. He's an OG in the sport, but at this point in time, like, technically he's not gonna get that job done, and he didn't. It was a round 3 stoppage, and yeah, that is what it is. All right, now the Marlon Morales Jose Aldo fan. I'm a Jose Aldo fan, but I have Marlon Morales winning this, right? I had him winning this purely on the fact that Marlon Morales is a beast. Granted, I'm pretty sure he just lost to Henry Cejudo, or he might have had a win after that. I don't remember. But Jose Aldo cutting weight, he's never done that before, so we had no idea what he's going to be like. And when you drop weight like that, you're diminishing your gas tank, and your punches are not going to have that much power. But it did go the distance, which I was excited about. And it was a close fight in my opinion, honestly. I had Marlon Morales winning it the whole fight, but it was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. But let's get into the stats. 0 knockdowns for Marlon Morales, 59 out of 137 total strikes, 59 out of 137 significant strikes, 1 out of 2 takedown attempts, and 0 submissions. Jose Aldo had 0 knockdowns, 63 out of 152 total strikes, 58 out of 147 significant strikes, 0 takedowns, and 0 submissions. Honestly, after what Jose Aldo did to Frankie Edgar, kind of hype. Because, I kind of wanted him to lose. I'm a Frankie Edgar fan, All-American. It is what it is. I can't hate. But I'm not disappointed. I have Marlon Morales on that. So at that point, I was 2-2. I was feeling myself. I was hyped. I was yelling in B-Dubs. Now this next one's something I was really excited for because I won this one too. Amanda Nunes versus Jermaine. I can't say her last name. All right, I'm sorry if I can't say their last name, but I just can't. It's hard enough for me to say Habib Nurmagomedov, or I can't even say Zabit's last name. But anyways, I had her winning. I was just praying that she won. She's a beast, and she's the only champion we've seen that's a double champ that wants to defend both belts. So I'm happy about it. She's a very humble fighter. Every time they came out, they were touching gloves. At the end of every round, they were touching gloves. That's what I love to see. I love to see these humble fights. Now, let's get into the stats. 0 knockdown, which basically this whole match, she stayed on top and dogged her. Dogged her. Jermaine got 1 good up kick, but she was dogging her. And, it was a pretty good fight. I was ecstatic. But all right, 0 knockdowns, 199 out of 337 total strikes, 79 out of 184 significant strikes, 8 out of 11 takedowns, and 2 submission attempts. Jermaine had 0 knockdowns, 126 out of 175 total strikes, 40 out of 73 significant strikes, and 0 takedowns, 1 submission attempt. Now, I kind of seen that happening. That's just Amanda Nunes. But, it was a good fight. I loved it. She stayed on top and just dominated her the whole time. I remember she did get hurt with an up kick from Jermaine, because she kept standing up in the guard, and that was kind of throwing me off. I was like, what the fuck? But other than that, very happy about it. Now in this fight, I picked my boy Max Holloway. I lost this one. I also lost the main card. But let me explain why. For one, I didn't know who Alexander Volkanovski was. I really didn't. I never really watched him before. He's not one of those big names, you know. I mean, I'm in the UFC and I watch a lot of up and coming people, but I don't get that much into it. I just keep up with the main shit, you know what I mean? And when fights come up, I usually watch them, but I didn't have time to watch his past fights. But it went the distance, him and Max Holloway. Max Holloway was not as active as I wanted him to be until the end. I feel like he should have picked up the pace earlier and used his reach. Like, usually Max has those like long strikes where he tucks his head like that, but I mean, Volkanovski was just eating him alive. But let me get into it. 0 knockdowns, 135 for Max out of 340. My bad. 135 out of 304 total strikes, 134 out of 303 significant strikes, 0 takedowns, and 0 submission attempts. Volkanovski had 0 knockdowns, 153 out of 303 total strikes, 157 out of 303 significant strikes. He was 0 for 4 in takedowns and 0 submissions. He surprised me, but it was a pretty good fight, honestly. And he said himself in the post-fight interview that Max deserves a rematch, and he was a great champion. And yeah, that's true. I'd love to see the rematch now. I'd love to see Max fight one more person and then Volkanovski go for another title defense before it happens, just to see it. But if it goes straight to a rematch, I won't be mad, because Max deserves a rematch in my opinion. I mean, they put on a good show. But that's one of them I lost. I wish I would have done more studying, but either way, I don't think I would have changed my mind just because of the reach advantage and knowing how much of a brawler Max Holloway is. Now, Kamaru Usman and Colby Covington, let me get this straight. Personality-wise, I hate both of them. I hate them so much. I figured that in this fight, if it was going to be a knockout, it was going to be by Usman, and it was going to be in an early round. And if it was going to go the distance, it'd probably be Colby Covington, just because of the way he fights. He likes to draw him out. He's very technical with it. But I had Covington winning it because I felt like he was going to draw it out to the distance, and it almost went the distance. It ended in the last 50 seconds of the 5th round. But let's get into it. Usman had 2 knockdowns, 175 out of 360 total strikes, 174 out of 360 significant strikes, 0 takedowns, and 0 submission attempts. Colby Covington had 0 knockdowns, 143 out of 395 total strikes, 143 out of 395 significant strikes, 0 takedowns, and 0 submission attempts. Now, that surprised me because they were both All-American wrestlers. Like, they both have mad wrestling skills. So I was honestly super surprised to see that. Like, why were they not going to wrestle? But usually when wrestlers get into the ring together, they like to stand and bang for some reason, just to feel it out. And with the animosity and the tension leading up to this fight, because Colby, he said some off-the-wall, borderline racist shit. In my opinion, Colby Covington is fucking ignorant. But that's his act. We don't know how he really is. Like other UFC fighters say, when they met him, he's a different dude. He's trying to sell fights, I get it. But when you're talking about Brazilian people and black people like that, like he called all Brazilians filthy animals and brought up something about all black people having felonies. Like, dude, you're crossing some fucking lines. You should have heard the crowd when he got dropped in the 5th round. It was insane. In the 3rd round, he got his jaw broke. Now, he said there was a fake nut shot on Usman because Usman acted like there was a nut shot. That, when they slowed it down, was not a nut shot. But he also said the eye poke was fake, which was false. Because when he came in with that eye poke, all you seen was this much of his finger. The rest of it was in Usman's eye. That was not fake. But when he got his jaw broke, he also acted like it was an eye poke. It wasn't. That was a clean hit on the jaw. Like, clean hit. So, I don't know. He deserved to lose, but I expected an earlier knockout, but I'm glad I got to see how long it go, because I was on my seat the whole time. Like I was in there, man. And B-Dubs was losing their mind. But overall, 245. They said it was the most stacked card. I don't think it was the most stacked card, but it was one hell of a fucking card. There was this one kid, I can't remember his name. Hold on, I'll look. Because I want to shout him out. Because he had an amazing finish, how he got on top. Oh, the Matt Brown versus Ben Saunders fight was pretty good. Oh, yo, Mike Perry getting knocked out was insane. I was not expecting that. And it was in round 1. What? Yo, that had everybody shook. Everybody shook. The Ian Heinich and Omar Akhmedov or whatever, that fight was pretty good. Like, pretty good. I was very happy about that. But in the early prelims, Chase Hooper versus Daniel Tamer. I recommend y'all go and look that fight up and watch that. Because Chase Hooper, he fucking dominated. He reminded me of Zabit mixed with Sean O'Malley with the hair of Ben Askren. Like, it was just, I was not expecting that type of performance from an early prelim. But it was awesome. Awesome. But other than that, I was very happy with it. I'm so excited for Khabib versus Ferguson. I'm gonna be honest, I hate Khabib. I hate his whole tactic. I hate how he holds your legs and pounds you. I hate that. So I'm hoping Ferguson ends his streak and just fucking destroys him. Cowboy Cerrone versus Conor McGregor. I feel like if it goes down to the ground, Cerrone's going to sub him. But if it stays up, Conor's got it. Because Cowboy doesn't move his head, like, at all. He stays stiff. And he's got a weak body. So I don't think he'll be able to handle the kicks. But, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Conor's going to win that, because I think Cerrone's going to try to stand and give him a show. Either way, it's a huge payday for Donald Cerrone. But, yeah, those are my picks on the fights. And, you know, those are the stats. And I was overall excited. But I'm going to go nurse this hangover. Y'all have a good one.